Hi lovelies, here is a requested tutorial on how to draft this deep built-up neckline dress with front slit. So if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. So to start drafting this dress, the first thing you need to do is to go ahead to mark out all your basic measurements. You're going to mark your starting line, your shoulder to bust line, your shoulder to under bust, your shoulder to waistline, your hip point, that is 7 inches to get your hip point, and then your gown length. If you're on the taller side, use 8 inches for your hip point. Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to place my tape and mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus half inch. Then you come down by 1 for your shoulder slope. Mark out a basic neckline of 3 inches. Then you're going to connect this to your shoulder slope. After marking this, you want to go ahead to find your armhole line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever you get, make a mark, place your ruler and draw a straight line. Now that measurement you have at the shoulder, you can go ahead to place it on your chest line. Added half inch to your sleeve. Please, when you're transferring to pattern, do not add again. Now place your tape and divide what you have into 2 equal parts and mark the midpoint. Come out by half inch, place your tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Connect this all the way up and connect to your bust measurement divided by 4. After marking this, you want to start by marking your dart. You measure your nipple to nipple, divide it by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches. If you divide it by 2, it will give you 3.5. So that 3.5 now, you're going to mark it all the way to the lower part of your dress. After you're done marking this, you want to go ahead to place your ruler again, and you are going to connect those lines starting from the bust to the lower part of your dress. You're going to come down by 1 inch from your bust line, then half inch on both sides of your waistline. Place your tape, measure about 6 inches for your dart length after your waistline. Now connect from that point to the half inch of the dart at the upper part. Connect from this point to the 1 inch you came down from your bust line. The next step is to insert your body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Add your sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Measure this dart intake you have here. Replace it by the side and also add your sewing allowance. Here you're going to mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart intake you have, replace it and add your sewing allowance. And measure your hip measurement, divide it by 4, then you're going to add your sewing allowance to this pattern. So measure what you have here. I have a total of 9 inches. Now if you want to have a really fitted effect at the lower part of your dress, you're going to minus 2 inches from your pattern, which will give me 7, and I'll mark. Now if you don't want it to be too free, minus 1.5 inches from that 9 inches, you have 7.5. So whatever you want to use, the lower part is fitted, so it totally depends whether you want it too fitted or normal, right? So what I'll do is to connect from the waistline to the hip point, and from the hip point I'll start connecting. Now after connecting, I forgot to measure my waist to knee point. It is very important when you're making a straight dress. So I'm going to place my tape and get my shoulder to knee point, right? And I will mark. Now from that knee point, you're going to come up by 1.5 inches or 2 inches. Now this is where the fitted effect of your dress is going to start. It's supposed to start slightly above your knee point, right? So I'm just using 1.5 inches above my knee point. Now that 7 inches now I'll mark it here, right? Because this dress has a fitted effect, you can also minus 1.5 from your dress. So that measurement, I'll take it all the way down, and I'll go ahead to blend this out. So after this, I'm going to work on the built-up neckline of this dress. From the actual neckline, I will go up by 1.5 inches. From there, I will connect it back to the neckline, sloping it down this way to give this built-up neckline effect. So from here now, you have to connect the neckline. Now if you notice, the neckline is very deep. It's cut across the bust point, almost towards the underbust, or even rather at the underbust. So go ahead to connect and then blend out. This is what we have. Now another part you also need to do is take your neck measurement, your shoulder measurement, divide it by 2. Now the point you get there, place your ruler, connect from your bust to that upper part. You're going to cut your pattern into 2 and you'll be joining it back together. So now for the what pocket here, I don't know whether it's just a design or there's actually a pocket at that part of your dress. Now go ahead to cut out. So while cutting out, I realized I didn't mark my bust dart, which we are going to do. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, let's say your shoulder to waist in front is 15 and your shoulder to waist at the back is 14. Now if you take out that 14 from 15, what you have is 1 inch. Then you mark and blend it out, right? So that the sides will match, and what you do is to go ahead to cut out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Then I'll just go ahead to cut this out. I'll slash it into 2. You know, when you cut this out, you'll be adding ½ inch to it, which you'll be using to join it back. Now in front of this dress has like a slit. You want to mark where your slit will start, right? Then you'll be adding like ½ inch for joining allowance to the other side. So in total, you'll be having 4 pieces for your front, which you join, and then note where your slit will start at the lower part of your dress. Now for the back pattern, I've marked out all the measurements. I use 1.5 here as the zipper allowance. Mark your shoulder divided by 2. I found my chest line like we did for the front part. Also want to add 1.5 at the upper part of this dress as a built-up neckline. Then you're going to connect it, slope it back to the neckline, right? So what we're going to do here is to come down a little by ½ or 1 inch for the back neckline and extend it all the way to the zipper part at the front. So this is the back neckline of the dress. So the next step you take is to go ahead to label bust, chest line, waist, hip point, and then your knee point also. So after you're done marking this, the next step we're going to take is to start marking your dart. Now to mark your dart, you're going to measure nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'm going to take this measurement and I'm going to mark it all the way to my gown length. I'm going to mark it all the way to my gown length. Then I'm going to place my ruler and I'll connect, drawing out a straight line. You want to divide your shoulder part into 2. That is from your neckline where you started to the shoulder, then you will connect it. So I did not see the back, but since we cut the front into 2, you also do that for the back. So mark ½ inch on both sides, come down by 1 inch from the bust, then connect here and connect at the other side. Now you're going to extend this all the way down and also extend the other side of your dress. The next step is to insert your body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Add any sewing allowance of your choice. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Measure this dart intake, replace it, and add your sewing allowance. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Then add your sewing allowance. So that measurement you have here, which is 9 inches, you're still going to minus 2 inches or 1.5, just like we did for the front. Now if you're taking out 1.5 inches from it, what I'll mark is 7.5, but if you want a more fitted effect, you take out 2 inches and mark. Now I'll go ahead to connect my pattern. I'll connect from the waist to the hip point and then I'll extend this all the way to the lower part. After extending it, I'll take it all the way down. Now this is what I have after I'm done marking. So you get rid of your zipper bulge by marking ½ inch at the waistline of your dress. So this ½ inch now, I'll go ahead to place my tape. extend it all the way to the upper part of your back. You don't want to have that excess at the back of the dress. Now you have to take this down all the way towards the hip, but 1 inch above your hip point. This half inch I'll replace it here just to avoid reducing my sewing allowance at the waistline. Then I'll blend this up. So this is what I have here. So the next step is just to go ahead to cut out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. I'll just go ahead and I will cut this out. After cutting out, this is what I have. Let's draft the sleeve. For the sleeve of this dress, I marked out a starting line. From that starting line, I'll find my sleeve cap height. Your sleeve cap height is your bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5. Mine is 3.25. Then I'll place my ruler to draw a straight line. I'll label it as my sleeve cap height, right? Now, the next step is to get your shoulder to elbow line. So I'll just go ahead to draw out a straight line from my sleeve to elbow line. Now you're going to get your sleeve to the full length. I'll use the pattern paper as my full length. Now under your sleeve cap height, your round armhole divided by 2. Mine is 16 divided by 2 will give me 8. I'll place my ruler and connect. Now what you do is to go ahead to divide what you have here into 2 and mark. Then divide here again into 2 and mark. From here you come up by ½ inch. Place from this end to the midpoint, mark, and you're going to come down by ½ inch at that point. Then you will mark. After marking that, you want to connect from this point to the midpoint, then here all the way down. So add ½ inch on top for joining allowance. Another thing is to measure this curve to make sure it matches with your armhole. Please, sorry for the noise at the background of this video. Now measure around your elbow. Whatever measurement you get, add your sleeve allowance to it. Then whatever you have here, you'll be connecting it to the upper part. Now you'll be marking this as if you're connecting a pencil sleeve, a fitted sleeve. Then at the edge you come out a little, then go ahead to connect it to give it that sharp edge, that flay effect. Sorry. Now you will not be like joining it all the way down to the center part. You just leave it a bit to open up. Then after cutting this is what I have. So if you have any question, please kindly go ahead to ask.